Breaking news out of Tuscaloosa, five-star running back Trey Sanders, who has done hardly any work for the Crimson Tide, has entered the transfer portal. And I don't say that to rip on the player or anything like that. He just hasn't seen a whole lot of action. I don't blame Trey Sanders for leaving Alabama. I think he's a talented back. He's had 80 carries this year. Averaging about maybe 5 yards a carry, something like that. He's had a couple touchdowns. He's a very talented back. Obviously, Alabama picked up Jahmyr Gibbs, and behind Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy has emerged in Roydell Williams. So Trey Sanders has kind of been our go-to running back number 3, number 4 on the depth chart. Probably even number 4 because of Jace McClellan. But Trey Sanders breaking just an hour ago, really, per 247 and CBS Sports and Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Trey Sanders has entered his name into the transfer portal just a couple days before the big rivalry with Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Do I blame him? No. He played a little bit in the championship game against Georgia last year. He saw action against the lower tier teams. I'd have to go back and look at who we played non-conference wise. I think we played a game maybe against like Southern Miss or whoever. But he really saw a lot of mop-up time, as we like to call it. He never really got the spotlight on him. And he never did enough to, and I'm not the one to try to say this, but just call it what it is. I don't think that he did enough, obviously, to earn a starting job. Highly recruited, by the way, as a 5-star. And I'll tell you what, I had to remember where he's from. I think he was from maybe the state of Texas even. I could be wrong, but Trey Sanders, 5-star, highly recruited running back. He's on the move. And I'll tell you this, you're getting a fast, reliable power back in this guy. I don't know where he's going to go. Could he go to Georgia, who has had great success in running backs? Could he go somewhere like Florida? Does he take it to the West Coast? I don't know. Does he leave the SEC? Does he go to maybe a group of 5? I don't know where he's going to go. We wish him the best of luck. I hate to see this player go. I was very high on Trey Sanders when we recruited him a couple years ago. I think he was part of the 2019, I want to say the 19 class. You wish him the best of luck, obviously. And, this is a guy that has battled through injury. I think his freshman year a couple years ago, he had suffered I think a knee injury, and it ended his season. He suffered it in the summer. It ended his season as a freshman. He didn't see the field. The next year, we saw a little bit of great action from him, and he did okay. Then he has a car wreck, has a foot injury, and has to sit out. This year, no injuries to him. Not sure where he's been. We also have had those games for Alabama where, because we've been so close with our opponents, because Alabama hasn't been up so big on some of these teams, there hasn't really been need to put backups like Trey Sanders out on the field. So it's a shame because I was looking forward to a player like this once they recruited him. And I look forward to watching him wherever he goes next because I do think he's a reliable back. I do think he's very talented, very good. I don't know where he's going to go. Bama fans, let me know what you think about Trey Sanders because I've heard a lot of Bama fans say nothing but good things about him. I've heard Coach Saban say nothing but good things about him. He just has not seen the field this season, let alone had the opportunity to start. And this is a guy that I think is talented out of high school and deserves to show it off. Unfortunately, it's not going to be in Tuscaloosa. Again, some of the backs you've probably seen this year. Of course, the transfer from Georgia Tech, Jahmyr Gibbs. You got Roydell Williams, and you got Jace McClellan. It's almost a three-headed monster between those three guys at running back for Alabama. Trey Sanders kind of buried a little bit at that fourth or fifth spot, and just hasn't seen that much time. But we wish him the best of luck, and we'll be pulling for him wherever he goes. He'll always be missed and loved in Tuscaloosa, Trey, and good luck wherever you end up, buddy. And we'll see what he does. Y'all let me know in the comments below where you think he's going to go, what teams could use a running back in college football. And also, by the way, we're nearing National Signing Day, early signing day. How does this impact probably, recruiting for Alabama in that position, and maybe some other teams, whoever gets him. So, anyway, I love y'all. Jesus loves you. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. God bless.